In this video, we'll see which is better, Python or Java. So let's get started. What is the difference between Java and Python? The main difference between Java and Python is Java is a statically typed and compiled language which offers limited string related functions, and Python is a dynamically typed and interpreted language which offers lots of string related functions. Python and Java are two of the most popular and robust programming languages. Java is generally faster and more efficient than Python because it is a compiled language. As an interpreted language, Python has simpler, more concise syntax than Java. It can perform the same function as Java in fewer lines of code. Is it better to learn Python or Java first? If you are just beginning to learn how to code, you might want to start by learning Python because many people learn it faster. It's simple and more concise, while Java has more lines of complex code. For example, printing something on the screen. Java takes a lot more lines of code than Python. Python only takes one, and Java, as you can see, takes a lot of lines of code as in the screen. Are you wondering if you should learn Java in 2022? The answer is simple. Yes. As the world moves more towards mobile apps and convenience, Java is becoming more and more instrumental as a language. It's one of the strongest languages we see, ranked third most popular with recruiters in the last 2 years. And the next question, if you are just asking, which I don't think many of you will, but just in case you're wondering, which pays more, Java or Python? According to the 2020 Stack Overflow survey, it's a very close call when it comes to Python versus Java salary. In the US, for example, Python developers make an average of $120,000 a year, and Java developers make approximately the same. Now, let's get in deep to the history of both of the languages. First, let's start with Python. Python is a high-level interpreted programming language. It was invented back in 1991 by Guido van Rossum, and Python is an object-oriented programming language that has large, enormous library support, making the implementation of various programs and algorithms easy. Its language constructs an object-oriented approach aims to help programmers to write clear, logical code for various projects. Now let's get onto Java. Java is a high-level object-oriented programming language which was originally developed by James Gosling at Sun Microsystems in 1995. Java has a syntax similar to C and C++, but with low-level difficulties. Java is platform independent, meaning compiled Java code can run on different platforms without recompilation. Well, now let's get in deep on Python versus Java. The first parameter is the code. Python has lesser lines of code than Java, as I told you in the beginning. Now let's get into the framework. Compared to Java, Python has lower number of frameworks. Popular ones are Django and Flask. Java, on the other hand, has large number of frameworks. Popular ones are Spring, Hibernate, etc. Now let's get into syntax. Syntax is easy to remember, almost similar to human language in Python. But in Java, syntax is complex as it throws error if you miss semicolon or curly braces. Now let's get into the key features. Python has less line, no off code, rapid deployment, and dynamic typing. Java has self memory management, robust, platform independent. Speed. Python is slower since it uses interpreter and also determines the data type at runtime. Java, on the other hand, is faster in speed as compared to Python. Now, databases. Python's databases access layers are weaker than Java's. This is why it rarely used in enterprises. Java database connectivity is most popular and widely used to connect with database. Now let's get into the machine learning libraries. Python has TensorFlow and PyTorch, but Java, on the other hand, has multiple like Weka, Mallet, Deep Learning 4J, MOA. Mostly because Java is made to make apps. Now, practical agility. Python has always had a presence in the agile space and has grown in popularity for many reasons, including the rise of the DevOps movement. Java enjoys more consistent refactoring support than Python, thanks on one hand to its static type system, which makes automated refactoring more predictable and reliable, and on the other to the prevalence of IDEs in Java development. Now it's on you. I think Python is better than Java, but I might be a little biased there. So that's it for this video. And yeah, Python and Java has its own benefits. It's really up to you to opt its good features like which one you want and go to that particular language. So that's it for this video and I'll see you in the next one. Till then, bye. And remember, these stuff are not illegal.